What up, everybody? It's your boy SBX. I'm back again, about to make another video. I have talked about this discussion like maybe 3 months ago or whatever, but I'm gonna go back to talk about why nowadays cartoons suck and what Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, or the Disney Channel is jeopardizing our network and fucking up these little kids' mind and not knowing shit what original cartoons are. Um, I was watching a video not too long ago. This guy, I don't remember his YouTube name. His name is Mike, and Mike, if you're watching this, I agree with you on certain things, but then again, you kind of have got your little history of certain cartoons wrong. So pretty much your 90% of your knowledge is good. So I'm not trying to disrespect you knowing what's best, but to me, I'm a 90s kid too, and I've experienced and knowing these type of cartoons as I was a kid. So let me just go ahead and talk about Cartoon Network and the whole history of and the aspects of it and why I think it's kind of like bullshit to me. So how can I put this? I think like in the 90s, we had like let's say like the Flintstones, the Jetsons, those cartoons back in the 1940s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s. Like as I said, like Flintstones, the Jetsons, Popeye, Yogi Bear, Snagglepuss, Space Ghost, and Space Coast to Coast. That was a good show. Even though Space Ghost had a different perspective by being a superhero and being some type of funny sideshow host, and with Zorak and them. But to be honest though, since Cartoon Network kind of changed the logo, it was a little bit lame with the CN. And then on top of that, Cartoon Network kind of lost its reputation. It's called Cartoon Network for a reason. We watch cartoons. This channel is all about cartoons, not reality TV shows with these dumbass kids being corny and shit. And then this show, I don't even know if it's still on because I haven't watched too much Cartoon Network for a while. But this dumbass show, Destroy Build Destroy, that was the dumbest show ever. You destroy a car, then build it, and then destroy it, and then I don't know what the fuck you do with it next. That's kind of retarded. If I want to watch something that is really retarded, I'll watch South Park. But back then TV shows like if it was in Nickelodeon, it would still be retarded. But difference is I get back on Nickelodeon about it. But I feel like Nickelodeon is best for having reality TV shows than Cartoon Network. But like these little kid shows of this generation, like Amazing World of Gumball, that's corny. That's kind of corny to me. Adventure Time, to be honest, it has an okay storyline, and the characters seem really cool, but it's just too colorful for me. It looks gay as fuck. But I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend it, but that shit is too gay for me. All those colorful, like a colorful, I don't know what the fuck that is, like a unicorn or a pony that has a long ass neck. What the fuck is that? And then a dog that I don't look. Oh, I just can't watch it. It's too complicated. This show looks like it's complicated to me. But let's see. The regular show, that's the only show I like for this generation because those animals and humans and whatever, like for instance Mordecai Rigby, I feel like they were the most funniest characters on Cartoon Network. Like they like the PG version of Beavis and Butthead. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of has an adult content, but they kind of hide it in a way to make it more suitable for children. But I feel like the regular show, if it was in adult content and it was on Adult Swim, I feel like that the creator of that show could make it big and make the show be like fantastic and funny and hilarious. But I guess that's what he wanted to do. But I feel like that's the only show I kind of like this for this generation. Um, and then back to the reality shows. Like you got these game shows and well, what's that another show? The Annoying Orange. That's the stupidest cartoon ever. Like it's just a fucking orange with a human face just talking and rolling around and shit. I'd rather watch Meatwad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force than this annoying orange. There's no originality. That's the problem with Cartoon Network. They putting out dumb bullshit cartoons with no originality, and they making it all colorful and gay as fuck. But my thing is after I turned after when I was a teenager, I haven't really watched Cartoon Network like I used to. But then when it was like 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night, then I'll watch Adult Swim. But I feel like that's the best thing Cartoon Network ever done as a company by Ted Turner is to broadcast Adult Swim. But how I heard was back then we had all these good cartoons like Cow and Chicken, Dexter's Laboratory, the Powerpuff Girls, I Am Weasel, and What a Cartoon Show. It was broadcasted by Hanna-Barbera, and they were the kings of cartoons and stuff. Since Cartoon Network had lost their contract from Hanna-Barbera, that's why they bringing up this bullshit cartoons, because they know for a fact that this shit is a fucking flop. And then the best thing they can do is for Cartoon Network is to bring Boomerang. So Boomerang is it's like our channel for a time travel channel to watch our cartoons to relive our childhood and reminisce it. So I think that's another thing that they did good was. But another fucked up thing that they did was back then they canceled Toonami. So Mike, if you're watching this, listen carefully. It's not only Toonami was on the weekends. When I was a kid, it came on every single day. Like when you come home from school, like 3-4 o'clock or whatever, and you kind of got the episodes right. But Bleach was never on Toonami until like this new Toonami that came on Adult Swim. Like we had Zoids, Dragon Ball Z, Rurouni Kenshin, Yu Yu Hakusho, Gundam Wing, all the other Gundams, Sailor Moon, Outlaw Store. Those were the original cartoons that were on Toonami. So I feel like the other thing you kind of miss was it's like back in the early 2000s, like 2005 or 4 or whatever, they had upgraded Tom and he looked like a Pixar character cartoon that looks really corny. And I feel like okay, that was kind of fucked up what they did. And then I feel like the original Tom was better. So what Cartoon Network foolishly did was is that they kind of get rid of Toonami when they had Magoozy, that crappy little underwater SpongeBob SquarePants bullshit, and pretty much destroyed it for Cartoon Network. So once again, that time Cartoon Network wasn't shit. Just let these new little kids these days watch it, and then from there they can experience their childhood. So yeah, that's how I feel about these how Cartoon Network really fucked up this whole network. But how can what can I think? And but Tonight, as I said, I'm glad that Toonami actually came back on television, but it's more on Adult Swim. So that's cool. That way we're older now. We're like in our like 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, older, you know. And by doing so, they adultify Tom and make his content say, explicit for us. Because we are explicit people nowadays, growing up in the 90s. But, yeah, I'm glad that, Cartoon Network actually brought back Toonami. But it'd be best if they brought back Hanna-Barbera and make more cool cartoons besides this lame ass shit that we see on TV. But if I had to choose a cartoon of this generation, as I said, I'm taking the regular show. And if they could have brought back the Powerpuff Girls, I don't know if they will actually bring Powerpuff Girls Z on the table, but kind of corny to me. Uh, you know, those type of cartoons back, but whatever Cartoon Network can rightfully negotiate, then who knows? But anyways, next topic is Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon was another cartoon channel that we all grew up watching. And Mike, listen carefully. Snake back then, I feel like Keenan and Kel was the best show ever than Drake and Josh. And I understand that Drake and Josh was pretty much a good show, but in my opinion, I didn't really like it like that. I feel like Drake and Josh was best on the Amanda show, and then in the Amanda show, that's when their talents were really, were really good. But in other words, I didn't really care for Nest Declassified or these other shows. But, as I said, I didn't really care for all these reality TV shows on TV. I was all into like Ren and Stimpy, Rocko's Modern Life, what's another cartoon? Cat Dog, Doug, and when it comes to some reality shows I watched as a kid, I like Legends of the Hidden Temple. Are You Afraid of the Dark? But if y'all really had a great memory as a kid, y'all should remember this show called My Brother and Me, another black TV show. That was a pretty good show back then. It's about, if y'all don't remember, My Brother and Me is about this show about these two kids named Alfie and Dee Dee doing whatever the hell they do, and pretty much Bebe's kids a little bit, but as I said, it was a pretty decent show back then. Legends of the Hidden Temple, that shit was, oh my god, best show ever, game show ever. I wish they could have remade that show, but I have no idea. If Kirk Frog ever thought about coming back on the show, that'd be cool. Hope they don't change Olmec, cause back then Olmec was the shit. He was the coolest person in the show. What else can I say? Guts. That was a pretty awesome show too. A lot of athletic kids around the world climbing on the what was the name of that show? What that meant? It's like climbing up a mountain, but I'm sorry I forgot about that. But that was one of the best obstacles they ever had, and whoever climbed up to the top won. Double Dare 2000, good game show as well. Figure It Out with Summer Sanders, not the new one. All that was a good show. Back when Keenan and Kel and that faggot Nick Cannon was around. Good show. Great times. Best show to reminisce. I'm glad that my thing is the only good thing about Nickelodeon they did was bringing back all those old channels, but we keep on saying the same shit over and over and over and over and over and over again every night. You know, they got more classic cartoons than just Doug and Hey Arnold and Rugrats. Put more shows into it. I mean, I'm a '90s kid. So I know shit. But my downfall about Nickelodeon is it's like it's getting corny, as I said, too realistic. No more slime. I miss the slime. They don't even put the slime no more. Like you remember like Slime Time Live where you pick playing these games. If you don't get the things right, you get slime. I don't know. And then I haven't watched the Kids Choice Awards in so long. Last time I watched it when I was a kid. But as I said, it fazed me when I was a teenager. But you know, back then the Kids Choice Awards was the shit. So, anyways, I'm gonna make part two of why cartoons nowadays suck. So make sure you give me a comment and all that. And till then, peace.